tutti. Welcome back to my little kitchen here in Lecce in the south of Italy. My name's Francesco and today I want to prepare something Asian, but I don't have all of the ingredients. Down here in the south of Italy, it's hard to come by things that are as simple as cilantro or spring onions anywhere else in the world. You just can't get them here. So the whole point of the video is to show you that you can improvise and still make something good with a few things that you've got. I'm going to be using chicken and rice noodles. I have plenty of basil and mint. I'm going to add lemon. I have oyster sauce, fish sauce, chili flakes, and some good toasted sesame oil. I'm going to add some peanuts, and that's all I'm going to need to make a great flavorful dish, which is going to be great for the summer, nice and light and healthy and delicious. So I hope you enjoy the recipe. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and do subscribe to the channel and follow me for more. Let's cook. For today's recipe you are going to need very thinly sliced chicken breast, rice noodles, salted peanuts, lemon, basil, mint, oyster sauce, chili flakes, sesame oil, fish sauce, salt and sugar. The first thing that we need to prepare is the rice noodles, and the great thing about rice noodles is they don't need to be cooked. You can simply pour boiling water onto them like I'm doing here and let them soften for 15 minutes. Otherwise you can also cover them in cold water and they'll take about 25 to 30 minutes, which makes these super convenient to use. With the rice noodles soaking, we can get busy chopping up a small bunch of mint. Cut this into thin shreds. Next, we're going to take a handful of salted peanuts and chop half of them. Now that we've finished with the other ingredients and we have no more risk of cross-contamination, we can start slicing the chicken. See how thinly those chicken breasts have been sliced? What we're going to do then is cut it into thin shreds across the grain, like so. This might look like quite a lot, but that's only because it was cut so thinly. In reality, this is only about 100 grams of chicken, which is more than enough for one generous portion. With the chicken ready, we can go straight over to a frying pan, add some neutral cooking oil, and then go in with the chicken, and as soon as it starts to sizzle, add the rest and begin frying it on a moderate heat. We're going to fry the chicken on a moderate flame until it's all coated with oil and the pieces become nice and separate. Once they're nice and separated, we can turn up the heat and get the chicken nice and crispy. Notice how I'm managing without using too much oil? That's the secret. You don't want the chicken to get greasy. Now add a good handful of basil. If the leaves are very big, you can snap them in half. Add them in and toss them through until the basil wilts down nicely and flavors the oil. Now we're going to season simply with salt and freshly ground black pepper, just to give our basic seasoning. We're going to stir this through, and then we're going to add the other ingredients. Plenty of chili flakes, as much as you can handle. It really does benefit from being nice and spicy. We're then going to go in with a tablespoon of fish sauce and a teaspoon of sesame oil. Once these are added, it will start to smell really fragrant and in a very good way. By now, after 3 or 4 minutes, you can see the chicken is well cooked. Now we're going to add a teaspoon of sugar and get it nice and coated, and this is going to help it to caramelize and turn a nice golden brown. Sugar is also going to balance out the hotness of the chili. The final ingredient to go into the pan is the chopped peanuts. We're going to toss these through so they also get a little bit of sugar and they get caramelized and crispy, sweet and salty at the same time. That's what's going to make this taste so delicious. It's always the balance between the hot and spicy, the salty, the sour and the sweet that makes Asian food taste so good. Now that the chicken and peanuts are done, we can add them to the cold rinsed rice noodles. And then we're going to add the finely shredded mint, the juice of a whole lemon, and a tablespoon of oyster sauce. Stir this through and your salad is practically done. The final ingredient, the last drop of good sesame oil. This is a toasted one which is particularly rich, and we're ready to go. You can serve this lukewarm or chilled. Whenever you serve up this kind of food, the good stuff always gets left at the bottom of the bowl, which is great because then you can pour it over the top at the end. Doesn't that look good? Add a few of the whole peanuts now, which are more visible and just make it look a little bit prettier. A little garnish and you're ready to enjoy. Buon appetito!